Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is July 14th, 2020, and I thought it was about time for a crazy comment video. All right, so we have many crazy comments that have been put on my comments in my comment section, all of which, due to their content, ended up being filtered out into an area where I have to actually approve them in order for them to show up publicly. Now, funny enough, this individual decided that it was, I guess, important for him to make a comment on the majority of the Rise of the Moors videos. So I'm going to take a few of them, read them to you, and then I'm going to provide you with some actual audio of the thoughts of this intelligent human. So, without further ado, meet Zehirbis Garvin. Zehirbis is going to be providing us with some comments here that I think you will find very interesting. I'm going to go over what video they're on and then read you the comment. You can make a decision for yourself, but don't forget, at the end here, we have an audio of the thoughts, the prophetic thoughts, the intelligent thoughts, the thoughts that are those of which scholars should listen to, of Mr. Zehirbis Garvin. I want to make sure you don't miss that. So here we go with the very first crazy comment. You can see over on the right-hand side is the video that this comment was placed on. This is the video that I put up just a few days ago with Rise of the Moors Jamal clearly losing it. And that is something that the majority of us were very easily able to see. However, Zehirbis Garvin did not feel good about my video being placed up on YouTube and decided to write this. So, Virgo, what's your point? This is what kind of video that makes me dislike white people. Now, I don't know why he would dislike white people over this. Clearly, you guys know I'm not white. But regardless, he says, I live in Philadelphia, and when it came down to that Christopher Columbus statue, it was hundreds of white people out there with guns, shovels, machetes, pistols, and on the other side was black people, empty-handed protesting. However, when the black people did their arms, now we're considered the T word. What is your problem? What is your problem with him teaching people to defend themselves? That's what I'd like to know, because as far as I'm concerned, you just like the rest of them white people. That's prejudice against others. Why would you show this video? It doesn't have anything in it that is threatening or encouraging people to riot, loot, and destroy. That's not what he's doing, and for you to even make him look like that's what he's doing, you did wrong, miss. You did wrong, and I used to watch your videos, but I'm not. Is okay for your people to bear arms, but black people are not allowed to bear arms, and the Second Amendment says that the American people have the right to bear arms to defend themselves. What is your problem going to watch him no more because I believed you were racist too? You'll see further that there's a complete agenda to what is being stated here by Zehirbis, but I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at that. Let you guys make a decision for yourself. Comment number 2 on the same video. Here's a question for people in the comments that's making stupid ass comments when the NFL came out the challenge, the KK. Why didn't they come out? Those brothers went out there to die that day just to make a point. Why didn't they come out? Because they are a bunch of incoherent and totally difficult to understand at all, but I figured I'd show it to you anyway. Next. All right, so the next video is on, or the next comment is on the video, Moor's now making police policy. This was the video where I talked about the Moor that is being asked to actually resign off of the police commission because he believes there's two constitutions, and he no longer believes in the laws that stand as the United States laws. Zaharbis says, Virgo, I've noticed watching your videos, you talk about everybody else except for what your people do, what my people do. I love this. It's hilarious how these people just type out whatever weird train of thought is going on in their mind without even investigating who the person is or who their people might be. The KKK, the skinheads, the N-words, all of them hate groups that look like your people instead of talking about the Moors and what they're doing. Why don't you report to us what your people is doing? Is it a secret? And the people that follow you, they stupid as hell. And I believe they racist because I read your comments, and it's a shame that you're talking down on everybody else. But what do you say about your people? Because in order for this world would be a better place, we'll handle black people, but you need to handle your people. Talk about what your people doing and the tragedies they doing out there. Why is your people hanging black people from trees? Because you feel as though y'all can. Why I don't see no videos of you talking about that? Well, I would imagine, Saharbis, it's because you haven't looked. This video channel is all about scams and con artists. And Winston Shrout, April LeJeune, and many others that are on this channel are 100% not Moors. I cover anything having to do with con artists, including Ashley Black and her products that are scams, and including sovsits that do nothing but defraud people, like the Moors are doing in a lot of these videos that I make, which is the reason I'm making them, by the way. Has nothing to do with the color of anyone's skin, and once again, not white. So I would suggest you do some more research before attempting to insult me as some form of racist. But regardless, you guys can be the judge for yourself. On exactly the same video, just a few minutes later, Zahirbis says, since your stupid-ass viewers got so much to say about the Constitution, don't police officers take an oath and affirmation to uphold the Constitution? When you break that oath, isn't that punishable like treason, meaning you commit treason against the United States of America, and they will hang you and tell your dad? I think your people in the comments got a very distorted view of what real justice is, because as far what I see is one-sided on this feed. All right, you guys, I don't expect you to be able to understand everything that's being said. Mainly, I just wanted to show you the crazy comments because that's kind of like what this whole video is about. But I'm sure you can get sort of an idea of what's going on here. Moving on to the next one. On the same video, again, this is now the third one, which seems to have really ticked Zahirbis off. Wrong, wrong, wrong. They do not say you can't be a sovsit. Either you sov or you sit. And if you consider yourself to be a citizen of anywhere and any place that makes you a subject to the Moors and are not subject to the king, that is not here on this land, I'm surprised at you, Virgo, and what is your problem? Why do you have this obsession with what the Moors is doing? Is that infringing on WS supremacy? Because I hear you laughing about what they doing. They're trying to raise their people up to a better existence, and you trying to bring them down. And sorry, I almost spelled it out with all the little stars, your viewers. It's really funny. But see, the problem is here, this channel does nothing but expose scams and BS and con artists. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're running a scam, and that's the reason why I keep exposing them. When are you going to get it through your thick skull here, Zaharbus? Or Zahirbus? Moving on. Fourth comment on the exact same video, which clearly really triggered this man. Zahirbus Garvin says, Virgo. True, you could talk about anything you want to talk about. However, when I look on your page, I see you talking about other things, but I don't see nothing on there about the soft sit movement with white people. Now, this is what's really funny, you guys. He doesn't see anything about the soft sit movement, which is the whole reason that this channel started. And the whole reason why these Moors are even on here. But yet this guy doesn't see anything about the soft sit movement. Here we go. I don't see nothing that refers to what so-called white people is doing. Why aren't you reporting that stuff? Because as far as I'm concerned, you making these videos that make these people look bad or stupid or inferior. I don't know what your cause is here, but I see you talking about a problem and you're not coming up with no solutions. What is what your people out there doing to other people? It is a secret. What's the big secret? Are you part of those hate groups? I like to know, because I might be a little hasty in my comments, but I really would like to know what's your deal. A little hasty in your comments? This entire channel is dedicated to nothing but exposing soft sit scams. Okay, you guys, just to show you the brilliance of Zahirbus Garvin, take a listen to what his very important and scholarly thoughts actually are in this audio.
If you ask me, all this stuff that's coming out about women, Harvey Weinstein, Charles in Charge, Bill Cosby, I think it's all bullshit, because the women, they know what they doing. Eve knew what she was doing when she walked away from Adam while he was sleeping. Women have been slick since the beginning of time,